Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 105 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. Rashee Rice, 36 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Intercepted. So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 59 yards. And the Chiefs have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
For Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, some strong running. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play action. It's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On again, this is Hampton. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyler Conklin from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever, I get your money up. Believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Who did on everything that I love. Yeah, on everything that I love. Nothing that comes up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
To the right side, he finds his receiver, Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Well, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Omarion Hampton, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Chargers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score. Chargers 31, Chiefs 24. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, 24 yards. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Chiefs 24. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Chiefs 31. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Get here to Hampton. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Here's Herbert. He's got Harris running the slam. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Hampton. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hampton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run here with Hampton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A run, here's Hampton. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Hampton. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Hampton will score. Touchdown, Chargers. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score. Chargers 45. Chiefs 31. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack able to get in there and drop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. It escapes the sack. And Mahomes will do it himself. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Harris running straight ahead. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
A gain of 15. First down, Chargers.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. If you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for LA, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.